His meltdown is having a meltdown. Yes, Charlie's even becoming more gnarly. On Thursday, the party fiend Sheen gave a bat poop crazy radio interview from the Bahamas, where he was vacationing, in which he claimed he cured alcoholism with his mind and trashed the creator of 2.5 Men. And you know what that means? In the interview, Sheen launched into a diatribe about the 2.5 Men showrunner Chuck Lorre.
It's nothing this side of deplorable that a certain Chaim Levine, yeah, that's Chuck's real name, mistook this rock star for his own selfish exit strategy, bro. Check it, Alex. I embarrassed him in front of his children and the world by healing at a pace that his unevolved mind cannot process. Okay, last I checked, Chaim, I've spent, I think, close to the last decade, I don't know, effortlessly and magically converting your tin cans into pure gold. And the gratitude I get is this charlatan chose not to do his job, which is to write. Clearly someone who believes he is above the law. Well, you've been warned, dude. Bring it.
You've been warned.
He's like my drunk aunt. I don't have a drunk aunt. I'm just saying if I had one. Then he said this junk.
I'm sorry, man. I got magic and I got poetry at my fingertips, and I'm, most of the time, and this is, this includes naps. I'm an F-18, bro, and I will destroy you in the air, and I will deploy my ordnance to the ground,
including naps, and this, of course.
Because I don't have time for these clowns. I don't have time for their judgment and their stupidity, and they lay down with their ugly wives in front of their ugly children and just look at their loser lives, and then they look at me and they say, I can't process it. Well, no, and you never will. Stop trying. Just sit back and enjoy the show. You love with violence and you hate with violence. There's nothing that can be questioned. And people say, oh, you gotta work through your resentments. Yeah, no, I'm gonna hang on to them and they're gonna fuel my attack.
You sound like Thomas Jefferson.
Well, I'm not Thomas Jefferson. He was a
With him on that, Thomas Jefferson was a And on Friday, Sheen directed as crazy and his CBS bosses comparing their efforts to enroll him in a drug and alcohol treatment program to the persecution of Jews in World War II, saying, quote, these people are a bunch of AA Nazis. Wow. Sheen's already been chastised by the Anti-Defamation League for referring to Laura as Chaim Levine. So has Sheen gone nuts? Or was he already there a long time ago and we just figured it out now? John, I go to you first. Let's face it. 1 hour of Charlie Sheen is more entertaining than 7 years of 2.5 Men.
It's incredible. I'm actually going back to watch 2.5 Men. Yeah. And I'm like, this is amazing. Charlie Sheen would make a great third world dictator.
He is.
He really would.
You
put him in like a multicolored like moo-moo, and he let him rant. He should run Libya.
Gaddafi said today, those who do not love me do not deserve to live. That was exactly what Sheen was saying. PAB. It's not going to end well, is it? Or will it end wonderfully? Who knows?
I mean, John's right. I mean, delusions of grandeur, persecution complex. He's completely gone off the deep end, and I used to defend him, but I mean, I really think, if this is him sober, which I'm not sure I believe, he was much better off when he was on drugs, because at least he had an excuse. He's just crazy.
I love it. Congressman, do you hear him and think, there, for the grace of God, go I?
Yes, I think there, but for the grace of God, go you. But seriously, he needs help. I mean, this is a man who's crying out for help. You're seeing his whole life unravel, his family, the people around him, people on the set. They canceled the season. Look, he's my age, but I mean, at some point, you cannot continue to sustain that type of violence on your own.
He is
body.
your age, but he still looks healthier than you.
I know. He works in a healthier environment.
Yeah, he does. Charles, last word to you. Are you heartbroken they canceled the TV show?
I've never watched an episode, although I'm considering it now. But for me, the bottom line is it's long overdue that Charlie Sheen should get his ass whipped. And I don't feel sorry for anybody in Hollywood because they put up with this. Roman Polanski is somehow a victim because he had to live away from America and all those mansions. And we feel sorry for Alec Baldwin. You know what? They live in this world where they think they're above everyone. They should continue to treat each other this way.
All right. You feel strongly about this, and I like that. Okay. Do you have a comment on the show? Email us. It's redeye@foxnews.com. To leave a voicemail, my direct line, call 212-462-5050. Still to come, the halftime report from TV's Andy Levy, a jerk.
Tonight's halftime report is sponsored by Warming Up, the practice of engaging in light exercise or practice before a game, contest, or more strenuous exercise. Thanks, Warming Up.